We are off to a wet start this morning. We do have team coverage for you. Here is the group as we get you ready for what's to come. Jordan Tolbert will cover any delays from the rain. Brendan Menchef is here. We are dressed exactly alike today, and he's going to have your full forecast. The storm is still upon us, but let's set it up for you as we take you outside.
Right. To the left in a second, you're going to see downtown Sacramento, which is where the streets, of course, still wet from last night's rain. And in Donner Lake in Highway 50, you'll see some snow out there on the road. So, Brendan, any more heading that way?
Yeah, we've got more rain, we've got more snow, we've got more wind on the way for today, and we also have a chance for some severe thunderstorms. We'll start with yesterday, though. We had quite a decent amount of rain fall across the Sacramento metro, about an inch to an inch and a half for most places in and around Sacramento. Downtown saw an inch, just over an inch and a half. Sacramento Executive, just under an inch and a half. Folsom, 1.2 inches. Ione, 1.2. Oroville, about 9/10. Jackson, 8/10. Vacaville, about 8/10. Modesto saw 3/4 of an inch. Stockton, though, unfortunately, keeps kind of missing out on the bulk of the rainfall, only picking up a half an inch yesterday and just a couple of tenths of an inch on Saturday. So there's definitely still some opportunities for more rain before the system is all said and done. Here is that heavy rain and snow that we saw overnight. We're in a little bit of a quieter period. We still have some showers, some pockets of heavier rain up near Placerville, up near Auburn right now, even a few just to the north of Sacramento. We also have a strong thunderstorm down near Copperopolis this morning, and just having a thunderstorm with pea-sized hail and 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts at 6 o'clock in the morning just goes to show you how unstable the atmosphere is today, and it's only going to get more unstable as the day goes on. 55 in Sacramento for current temperature, 54 Stockton, 53 in Modesto. Highs today in the low to middle 60s across the valley, but that chance of thunderstorms starts right at about 11 o'clock this morning and runs through the afternoon hours. You see the pockets of thunderstorms there pop up and nature, and again, some of these could be severe. We're going to see weather that we don't usually see here. We've got the chance for hail, strong thunderstorm winds, and even tornadoes and funnel clouds this afternoon. But this morning, we're still dealing with the impacts of the rain we saw last night because it caused quite a bit of urban flooding. Our Monica Coleman is out this morning in the rain, well, the showers that are out there. Monica, how are the roads looking?
Hey, Brendan, good morning. So we have been traveling across Sacramento to show everybody the impacts of last night's storm. And now we're on X Street, and we found a lot of ponding on the roadway. I want you to follow my flashlight this morning so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty dark out here, but if you take a look behind me, you can see why there's so much ponding. You see where my light is there? That is debris and tree branches that have clogged the drains here, which has caused multiple areas to see ponding and not really flooding, but you can get your car stuck in this water if you're not careful. And you can take a look to my right there where the cone is. That is also trying to help drivers be aware because it's so dark out here in the morning. If you're driving too fast, you'll miss it and you'll be stuck in this ponding this morning. I spoke with a man who works at the church here off of X Street, and he tells me that oftentimes when it rains, the water will get so bad and come all the way up to the sidewalk and to the edge of his church here. And so you can see just how close that ponding is to the sidewalk, and then where the more debris is on the sidewalk here, which is impacting and where the church is worried where that water will come up and impact them. But as you're on the roadway this morning, you do need to take it slow. You need to drive so that you're more cautious of not just your car, but also the car in front of you. But also make sure that your tires and your windshield wipers are working this morning because we will see rain coming around lunchtime. But also make sure that your lights and not your brights are on. And if you are driving this morning, make sure to take it slow and that you don't go in too deep. The water is covering markings on the road, so it may be too deep to drive on. So you have to take it slow so you can be aware of what's in front of you. And again, back out here live on X Street, you can see just how dark it is. So if you're driving this morning, be aware. Also, we're seeing a lot of ponding going towards the right side of the road. So if you can stay on the left side, that may help you with your commute as well. But again, when I'm speaking with people who work at the church here, they tell me that usually the city does come and help clean up this mess. So they're not too worried this morning about the impacts of the overnight storm. But as you can see right behind me, the water is inching up pretty close to the sidewalk. So that will impact your drive this morning. And speaking of impacts, let's go ahead and send things over to Jordan Tolbert for a look at the traffic.
Alrighty, Monica, thank you. Good tips there. And also when it's dark outside, you can't always see that ponding on the roadway till you come up on it because
this morning when I was driving into work, I saw some roadway ponding as well on the right side of the road, as you mentioned. So definitely some good tips there. Highway 50 at Twin Bridges this morning. We are seeing chain controls through Highway 50, our mountain highways as well. Interstate 80, we're seeing chain controls, also Highway 4 and 88. So once again, Highway 50 at Twin Bridges, we are seeing some snow-covered roadways and chain controls this morning. Highway 50 at 65th Street, east and westbound lanes, just seeing some slick road conditions out there this morning. Watch out for that. I am seeing reports of a spin out on southbound Business 80 here, right near the American River Bridge. So watch out for that this morning if you do drive in that area. Eastbound Highway 50 and Sunrise Boulevard, another crash this morning, not causing delays, but something I'll continue to watch. Tracy Triangle looking really clear this morning. Lots of people have the day off today. 205 onto 580, not seeing some of our typical slowing. 580 also looking clear. So if you're driving between Tracy and Livermore this morning, you're looking at really about 20 to 25 minutes with no major delays.